Afternoon, lads. This week's going to be a quick one. We're going to go through my everyday carry, all the stuff I use to make 90% of the videos on this channel. Start things off with the bag itself. This is the Wandered Provoke Lite. It's 15 litres, expandable to 20 with this roll top. And I've put two straps on the front that came off my Low Pro 450. I have had a few bags in my day. I've been doing this for probably 7 to 8 years, and I've had a fair few bags, and that one's the one that I tend to lean on and use every single day. I can get so much stuff in it, and the versatility of it as well. Having the expandable top comes in handy so much more than you think it would. This clip on the top is clutch as well, because even if you don't use the expanded bit at the top, what I normally do is I've got like a towel or I'm going to the beach or something, I can put it under there and strap it down just using this buckle, or I can put my jumper in here, strap it on the front. So many things you can do with this bag. It's super comfy, lightweight. I think it's only 1.1 kilos, which matters, hey. Like when you're traveling, for example, I'm pretty sure the Pro Tactic 450 is like 3 or 4 kilos just raw. Just the bare bag is like 3 or 4 kilos. And that matters, particularly when you're in Australia, when the flight might only be like 7 kilos carry on and 3 to 4 of it is just the bag. So having something lightweight like that is invaluable. We'll just get straight into the bag. So as you open it up, you've got a laptop sleeve in the back here, which you can fit a 16-inch laptop in, I'm pretty confident. That's what I used to do. Right now I've got the 14-inch MacBook Pro, and then I've just put a hook on the top here with a little USB dongle that I just put random stuff on, but that's super handy to just have tucked away there. In these top sections I'll put like a battery. In this case I've got my Rode Wireless Go. So most of the time I'll have a Rode Wireless Go for all the stuff I do when I'm out and about, obviously. Can't take this with me everywhere. So yeah, I'll have the Rode Wireless Go at the top and the receiver in this section here. This section here is kind of where I just jam everything. So in here, I've got this. This is the tripod mount for the quad lock case, which I use on my 16 Pro. So that allows me to obviously attach this to anything. Car mounts, tripods, stick it to a wall, even just a selfie stick if you really wanted to. That was 20 bucks and it's absolutely clutch. And then I've got the 16.1 megapixel Nikon Coolpix. I got this off Arnie Shaz, Kate's Arnie, and I just use this for just random stuff to sort of add a little spice to the B-roll sections of my videos. And then down here in the main section, I'll have caged up an R5 or an R6 with a 16mm f2.8 on there. I've spent so many years traveling with like the 15 to 35, 24 to 70, the 70 to 200. And that is a killer combo, but it's heavy. Whereas here, for most of the stuff I do, I figured if I just put a 16mm pancake on there, and then I can just film almost anything that I need to with it. And it's super lightweight, compact, and that matters so much when you're traveling. Then for a creative lens, my favorite lens of all time, the Helios 44M. I use that to get most of my B-roll stuff. Gives a cool vibe, cool edge to the footage. Highly recommend that lens if you can find one. Then I'll just have, you know, like some extra storage. That's a 5 terabyte rugged. This is just a pro grade CF Express B reader. I don't always have this because my laptop does take SD cards in the side, but if I'm using the R5, then I obviously need a CF card reader, so sometimes I have to bring that with me. Then up here in this top section is where I've got these. I've made a video on these. These are the Rode NTH 100s, I think they're called. And they're my studio headphones. An updated review on them would obviously be they're really good. I like using them in the studio, they're comfy, and I like the fact that every single part of it, I'm pretty sure, can be replaced. And they're not too expensive. And the cable that comes with it's like 3 meters long, it's massive. So that's been really good. But the con is that they don't fold up, like that's just how they are. So they do take up a bit of room, but it's not the end of the world. And then I have 2 of these. So one of these zip-up bags is just, you know, deodorant, stuff like that, just personal stuff. The other is exactly the same case, just a little bit bigger. And in here, I have like an anchor or a belkin, I think it's called. wall adapter that gives me USB-C ports and USB-A's, which is really handy. So I plug that into the wall and it charges my laptops, my phones, and a couple of other things on the go as well. So instead of having to take that huge white Apple brick with me everywhere I go to plug it into a wall, I just use that. So that's super handy. And then I also have like a mouse for my computer, and in the side I've just got accessory cables, USB-C to C, headphone cables, power cables, like everything that I use day to day is in this little black bag here. And that's it for that top section. And then in this fleece section up the top, I have actually taken a page out of Peter McKinnon's book of writing in books. So I don't know when it was a few months ago. He dropped a video with these field notes and I have been using them. I've used them pretty much ever since that video dropped. So I guess a couple of months. All they are, they're just dotted field notebooks. So they're handy to have in your pocket. And I just jot down sort of what happened that day. And it has actually been pretty invaluable, like writing down. I'd be so much that I would forget if I did not write it down in these books. I tend to journal every day, just a quick summary of what happened. And I think I'm 4 or 5 books into it now and I'm still going. So it's a really good habit and I'm glad that I picked it up. Lastly is this little makeshift thing. This is the mount, like the legs for the old Ronin S. And I've just put like a swivel head on top, and I use this for vlog stuff or if I just want to sit the camera down somewhere. It's super quick, super easy, and that just slots in the bag, no problem whatsoever. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's the whole everyday carry that I use for almost everything that I've made in the last 6 months. Obviously, there is exceptions. If I need specific shots, I might take the 70-200, blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, that's what I use. It's either an R5 or the R6 is in the shop right now, getting fixed. But it's normally the R6 that I take with me with the 16mm on it. And I get pretty much everything that I need. Don't really need much more. And that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Slainte Mhath.